Hello everyone and welcome back for an update on the Mustang 345 skid loader. As you can see here, the skid loader is running and working pretty well actually. Not that we got there without problems, but she is doing pretty good. We actually, the carburetor that was on it was a Holly that was kind of rigged up for the skid loader and malfunctioned a little bit, and we ended up starting the thing on fire. But it didn't cause any serious damage, and we got the right carburetor for it now. It's actually a Zenith carburetor is what's supposed to be on there. And after a little bit of timing again, we got her running good. We generally clean the barn twice a year, once before winter and then once after winter. The reason for that is we bed the most during lambing, which is during the winter, and so it piles up quite a bit more. The main reason for getting the skid loader is you can see way in the background there is our 4020, and we put a cab on that so it no longer fits in the barn. And so we needed something else to help clean the barn. And the biggest problem with cleaning a bed pack manure system like this, or bedding system, is that the straw and the hay really tie it together pretty bad. And you can see with both the tractor and the skid loader there that once you get underneath that manure, it just likes to roll forward, and that makes it really difficult to get any of the manure out of the barn. And the 4020 has a grapple on the loader, and so that works really well. And we're going to build a grapple for the skid loader, so that should help out quite a bit as well. But you can kind of see here too, it just rolls forwards once you get underneath it. I'd give you guys this little bonus clip here. If you watch closely, you can see the 3010 start to roll back down the hill because the little brother didn't put it in park. He decided to leave it in neutral. So luckily it didn't roll too far and the wheels were turned, so it would have hit the fence anyways. But that's why you always put your tractor in park. We did end up having to stop using the skid loader for the night because we broke a hydraulic fitting, and I was able to get one the next morning, but we did have to call it quits on that for the night. Here you can see kind of that same problem with not having a grapple on it. It meant there was a lot of pitching involved, and that really sucks. So once we get a grapple on there, it'll be a lot easier just to grab this stuff instead of it rolling over. The other problem is this tractor doesn't have any weights on the rear end, and so with the loader on it now, it's really light in the rear end, so we got to get some wheel weights on it, and that'll help a lot, but it just doesn't get a whole lot of traction. Now that the skid loader is working, I decided to kind of rig up the bale accumulator grapple to be mounted on the skid loader. It's got a lot of work to go yet, but at least now we can pick it up and move it around with the skid loader. And then we picked up a new car the other day. It's a 1980 Monte Carlo, and it was stuffed full of tires when we got it. So I decided that I was going to take the skid loader down and unload those tires and put them in the trees with all the rest of our tires. And of course, when you have a new toy, you can't resist playing with it, so I decided to do a little bit of dirt work on my way down. This area washes in really bad and gets rutted up when it gets wet, so I decided to move some dirt around and kind of level out some of the ruts to make it a little bit smoother. Here's the newest addition to our junkyard, if you will. This is that 1980 Monte Carlo that I was telling you about. It's got a V6 in it, so it's nothing big motor-wise or anything, but we'll see. Maybe it'll get turned into a race car. Maybe someday we'll restore it. But it's not in too bad a shape other than we accidentally ripped the back bumper off of it, taking it off the trailer. But that would be a fun car to do something with someday. And like I said, this thing was stuffed full of tires. I pulled 13 tires out of the car, and that's not including the 4 that came on it. So we got a lot of tires out of the deal. As you'll see in my last couple clips here, the handles that I made for the skid loader are actually working out really well, and I'm really happy with that. So this is what I've got. So leave a like, share, and subscribe, and check back for more. Thanks.